Autumn has arrived, and although tourist passenger traffic has tailed off, there is no let-up in the production of copper ore and spoil from the mines at Peckforton. And so, Hunslet Loco number 25 Tatton Hall has emerged from the exchange sidings at Beeston Market with a train of empty skips, and is attaching a brake van. In addition, a fresh batch of explosives is being shunted into the middle of the train, much to the relief of the guard and the driver. In the process of running round the train, the loco removes the workman's coach from the bay platform, so it can be placed at the head of the train to give a more comfortable ride to its inhabitants. With all its manoeuvrings completed, Tatton Hall is ready to depart, with the first train of the day. However, it waits, whilst Bagnall 042 Loco number 11 Ridley is making its way from the loco shed to the head of the early morning mixed train, which is standing on the main platform. Once it gets the all clear, the first down ore train of the day departs on its merry way. It may only be 7 a.m, but life on Peckforton Light Railway starts early each day. A short while later, an appreciative crowd has gathered at the end of the platform to watch Manning Waddle 062 Loco number 4 Buckley emerge from the exchange sidings. So, what can be of great interest to the assembled masses? Containerisation has come to Peckforton Light Railway. 2 LMS A-type containers have been unloaded from a flat wagon on the main line and attached to a couple of PLR flat wagons. Ever innovative, the management of Peckforton Light Railway has decided to conduct a small-scale experiment in streamlining freight handling. On the dot at 7:30, the down morning mixed departs, whilst the knot of naysayers and doommongers on the platform discuss the likely impact on employment if these newfangled container thingies ever catch on. As soon as the mixed has cleared the section ahead, the fruit special, for that's what this train is, gets the all clear to depart. The apple harvest is well underway at Buckley, and this train of empty containers and vans is being dispatched to collect the bounty for transportation to various metropolises in the area. Although Cheshire is well known for its cheese and dairy products, it also has a long tradition of apple growing, with at least 33 varieties of apple identified as originating from the county. The fruit special is now steaming over the swing bridge on its approach to Buckley. it comes to a halt on the downside of the island platform and waits to begin its shunting operations. At the other end of the station, Hunslet Loco Tattenhall emerges from the Coppermine branch and waits for permission to join the main line with a train of skips loaded with spoil from mining operations and destined to be transshipped via the LNW main line to shore up the sea defences on the River Dee estuary. On the loading dock in the goods siding, we can see that already boxes of apples are arriving and waiting to be loaded into the fruit special wagons. Tattenhall eases its train into the up road of the island platform as passengers are awaiting the arrival of the morning up mixed to transport them to Beeston Market and thence on to the wider world. With the road ahead signalled as clear, the up ore train departs, leaving the station free for Manning Wardle Loco Buckley to commence its shunting operations. Having run round its train, the wagons are propelled by Loco No. 4 into the goods siding, where apple crates are arriving from local orchards by the cartload. It's been a bumper harvest this year. No sooner has Loco No. 4 retrieved the guard's van and retreated to the down platform road once more than the morning up mixed arrives from Bickerton and steams in past the bustling activity on the loading dock. Now the road ahead is clear, Loco No. 4 can proceed onwards down the line with its brake van. It is making its way to the sand quarry, just outside Bickerton Station, to collect a train of hopper wagons, awaiting transportation to the exchange sidings at Beeston Market. The mixed now needs to engage in some shunting on the Boneworks siding, picking up an empty open wagon and depositing a sheeted open wagon loaded with skin and bones from a local abattoir. With shunting operations completed, the up mix departs on towards Peckforton. As can be seen, autumn is already taking a hold, with fallen leaves littering the flower beds and a carpet of verdant moss beginning to overwhelm the trackbed. Loco No. 4 now returns to Buckley, with its train of loaded sandhoppers in tow. It pauses on its approach to the station, as it has another job to do before continuing. Abandoning its train, the Loco proceeds to the goods siding, where it removes the wagons from alongside the loading dock. The 3 wagons, which have already been filled with produce, need to be swapped for 3 empty vans, so they in turn can be loaded. With this little manoeuvre completed, the sand train can now continue on its way up the line, whilst the rest of the apple harvest can carry on being loaded into the waiting vans. The train coasts in on the up platform, so that driver Tom Stockton can have a quick chat with station master James Twiss. Although Peckforton Light Railway is a busy line, it's still quite important to observe the etiquette and niceties of rural life. However, the schedule must of course intervene, and once he has checked the state of the line ahead, Station Master Twiss is obliged to signal the train's departure, to make its way across the swing bridge and onwards up the line, with proceedings closely monitored by a feline observer. Much later in the day, Loco number 4 returns. The sandhoppers have been emptied into mainline wagons at the exchange sidings and must now be returned to the quarry for replenishment. On the loading bank, the vans have now been packed and the orchard growers are tidying up and returning home. Once Loco number 4 has deposited the hoppers at the quarry, it returns with the brake van. Leaving the brake van on the main line, the Loco makes its way to the goods siding to pick up the loaded vans and containers. The fruit growers have inspected the containers and have given their seal of approval for their continued use. The less jostling and manhandling their precious cargo endures, the better, as far as they are concerned, provided, of course, the crane handler at the exchange sidings has received and understood the message. Today's fruit special is about to complete its run. Another 2 or 3 days should see the harvest over, with whatever is left to be sold locally or turned into cider. No doubt the station staff will consume more than their fair share. And so, at last, the special steams into Beeston Market Station, where the containers will be shunted into the exchange sidings to be craned off onto a mainline wagon. Meanwhile, each of the crates in the vans will be transshipped in the time-honoured way by manual labour. Whilst the line's management are hopeful about this new development in assuring the long-term future of the railway, the staff will be more sceptical, confident in their thought that it'll never catch on. The containers were designed in Tinkercad and 3D printed on a filament printer. They are based loosely on drawings of A-type containers shown on the igg.org website. The STL files are available as free downloads on the gardenrails.org forum.